Hi, my name's Steph, and I'm going to be doing a guided reading for the Awakening Collective in regards to a soul or love connection or a notable connection. Um, so, this is just a general reading. As I said, it is aimed at a certain group of people. I don't believe in accidents or coincidences as such. I believe if you're guided to watch this, then there is a message in here for you. But please take it as it resonates and apply your own intuition when discerning the reading. Take the energies as applicable to yourself. So I'm going to start with pulling a few cards for the current situation or the current state of the connection. Mutually on a 3D level. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. So we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, the first card for the 3D perspective, or how this connection looks on the 3D level. Sorry, that's too many cards. Just not 3, it's too many cards, please. Oh, okay, so we're going to pull cards. Alright. So we've got Queen of Swords in reverse, followed by the Two of Swords, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Cups. So how this connection is playing out at the moment, like outside looking in, I'm getting the feminine energy is quite cold, a bit distant, withdrawn. A bit of their emotion, it's not as emotionally invested. I'm getting both parties are very very guarded. I'm getting both parties are very guarded. Not wanting to see the truth. I think they're blocking themselves from the truth. They're not seeing the truth of the situation. They're very much in their heads, quite sharp with their thought processes. I think both parties are really quite closed off and really, looking at the whole situation from a bit of an ego point of view at the moment. I do pick very closed off. Then with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups, it fell out that way, sorry. What I get is, and the feminine energy doesn't want to hear any more bullshit. I feel like the feminine energy is quite fully aware, very aware on an intuitive level of what's going on, and doesn't want to hear it. It doesn't want to hear any lies or anything, so I think that's the withdrawal. There's still an ignorance that's been applied to the situation. I'm picking that up from the masculine energy. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups, I pick this up for both of the masculine and feminine, actually. I feel like there is a karmic that is still, both parties have I feel like both parties have because they're blind to the situation, or they don't want to see the truth of the situation, or they don't want to confront or deal with the connection properly yet. I feel like they're both distracting themselves with karmics, or there is maybe not that they're distracting themselves as much as there is still something unresolved with someone from the past for both people that they tend to give their energy to here and there. But it's not like I don't feel like it's full-heartedly given. Like there's hesitation even towards this third party person that both people seem to be, giving their energy and time to. There's more hesitation or more dishonesty or more withdrawal towards this third party than what there is to, you guys. But in saying that, there's still a withdrawal. There's just a real uncertainty and coldness with offering emotions from both masculine and feminine. Sorry, I hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I know how I'm getting told how I want to lay this out, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. So this is the 3D outside looking in perception of the situation. So over here we're going to do the masculine's energy, and then over here we're going to do the feminine's current energy towards it. So the masculine's energy towards the feminine, and then the feminine energy towards the masculine. So can you please pick up some cards and look at? Ooh. All right, that was quick. Oh wow. Sorry. So on the masculines, so the masculine's energy is the Knight of Cups in reverse, followed by the Three of Swords and the Lovers. But I feel like it needs to go like this. Explain why it's like that. So I feel like the masculine still holds on to a lot of pain, a lot of past hurt. The masculine's energy is they're dealing with a lot of hurt at the moment. And just what's really standing out to me is the Three of Cups here and the Three of Hearts, and I think it is because they're causing themselves a lot of pain because of their uncertainty about their romantic connections. I feel like this masculine's really been quite resistant towards this connection, and I feel like they've tried distracting themselves with other people, but I don't feel like there was real emotion given. But it sounds really weird, but I feel like even though they didn't full-heartedly give their emotions to these other people, they still gave them their time. And I feel like they got played the fool with quite a few of them. I'm getting this masculine went into these connections or created these connections, actually recreated some of these connections from a really naive place. It's like they didn't really expect anything, but to distract themselves, they just kept making up all these fantasies and all these stories in their head, and it's like, oh wow. So it's like they didn't want the connection with this feminine to work that intensely that they started trying to recreate or rekindle past connections. Something the dynamic triggered it. Anyway, it's brought up a lot of hurt. So I think because they tried to rekindle these connections from the past, it didn't work. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work. It's not going to work the second time, and it's caused them a lot of pain and a lot of confusion. I'm also picking up that some of this pain and confusion also comes from a place of a little bit of guilt. I think they are starting to realize the connection here with the divine feminine, but because it's gone from the Three of Swords into the Knight of Cups in reverse, then to the Lovers, I'm getting there is an acknowledgement and an understanding of what this connection could be and what it could mean to them. They're starting to see the potential in it. There is a realization, but there is still a hesitation to really admit to that openly on the 3D level. But there is definitely some awareness, and they do see the potential, but there's still a hesitation to it's like to show this or to make it more real, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm picking up because it's because of this pain still there. They're in a vulnerable state, that them feeling very vulnerable, and it's kind of like they just need time to heal. I'm picking up that there is very slowly coming into an energy of wanting to, acknowledge and offer towards this connection, but they're still in a lot of hurt. So anyway, we'll give you the feminine energy. Ask this question, please. So we've got Judgment. Ooh. So, feminine's only got the Judgment, 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to put it like this. So, just move this out of the way, sorry. What I'm seeing here with the feminine energy is there is a bit of like an awakening with the feminine, an understanding, awakening to self. I'm getting like a respect to self, a realization of, it's like they're waking up to themselves. They're but I'm getting Judgment in a fair way. With the 8 ones, I'm getting like it's what they see to be fair and how they want to be treated. I'm getting like boundaries, which I said in my last reading, but I really feel like there's they're learning about setting healthy boundaries. I'm getting like a bit of like a release of codependency. I think that the feminine energy has realized that they've probably been in a bit of a state of codependency. So I think it's a realization, an understanding of that and why that is, and it's like a release of this. I'm getting with the 6 of Wands, I'm getting the feminine's like realizing, or their unhealthy attachments, and they're releasing them, they're letting go of them, they're working through them, and this is putting them in a state of like being of personal power. Like, I feel like them kind of stepping away from that codependency, waking up to themselves, realizing what they can do for themselves, and really working towards and confidently moving towards creating things for themselves, if that makes sense. So, sorry. Let's move this up. Yep. So then the next lot of cards that we'll do is what is the masculine's expectations and hopes for the future of this connection? What's the masculine's expectations and hopes of this connection? What's the masculine see? What's going to see the future of this connection? I'm just gonna flip that one over again, so I don't know if it's like which way. Alright, so we've got the 9 of Cups followed by the followed by the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Cups. So what I'm picking up here is I feel like the masculine might feel like he's blowing, he wants, so with the 9 of Cups I'm getting like, he definitely sees hope in the connection, definitely, sees that as something that could make him feel very happy and very proud, but moving forward, I feel like he doesn't have much hope. He feels like he's I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like he's feeling quite guilty, or he's been aware that he's been a bit manipulative. It's like his desire for things that he valued at the time that I'm getting didn't have much worth, like fake things, like not real things, like materialistic things. His desire and drive towards fakeness is what I'm getting, led him down a path of destruction, especially in regards to this relationship. And I really feel like he's really in a place of like, I'm getting like of self-assessment, like he's really assessing how he acted and what that led the relationship to, and he feels like he's blowing it with both 2 5s. I'm getting that like 5 to me is like internal conflict. So he's in a really heavy state. He's in really it's hard for him to see anything positive at the moment. It feels like everything is just like ruined. Like I feel like this masculine's kind of like really stopping and thinking about how they've treated people, and I feel like they're really dealing with a lot of guilt. And this energy of the 5 of Pentacles that extends past the divine feminine, I think he's actually even thinking about, I think both masculine and feminine at the moment are realizing their triggers in connections or relationships. They're realizing where their responses come from and where their responses lead them. I'm getting both there's a big acknowledgement of responsibility in both parties, but I'm getting for the feminine, it's more liberating. It's been difficult. I feel like the feminine's been dealing with this over a more extended period of time. It's been more drawn out. It's been, she's worked on this very slowly. So the end of this realization for the feminine is liberating, but the masculine, I feel like this has all just happened very, very quickly and very, very suddenly. It's just like, I'm in the last 2-3 weeks, it's just like bombarded him. So it's actually quite heavy and very hard and confronting for the masculine. So it's this realization, yeah, for the feminine energy is liberating, but for the masculine, it's putting in a really heavy place where he's questioning his worth. He's questioning with. I feel like he feels like he's blown all chances in love. It's, yeah. I think it's probably started about 3 weeks ago or something. I'm getting, and that's probably I'm getting that also contributed to maybe this masculine if they did run back to old people of the past, because I think there was like they were searching for validation. They were seeking, trying to, by going back to these situations, they were hoping to be told that, what they did wasn't so wrong. I think that they went back to relive the past relations to justify their behavior somehow, but it didn't work like that, and that's what's causes them the Three of Swords here. So, what does Whoa. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. So those two will go here. And then let's put my cards down. And then that goes like that. Okay, so the feminine. So we've got the Emperor. I'm going to leave the Emperor crossed over like that. And 5. So we've got 5 on both both sides, both parties, both have conflict. 2 of Cups and the Sun. See the Lover's card here? It's got something in the background and it's got that medical symbol, and I'm saying, like, because obviously I've used the Lover's card in that deck already, so that's if you can see what I mean. Must better like that anyway. So with this feminine, how does she see this connection moving forward? So with the Emperor, the Emperor is the king, the ruling masculine energy of the whole tarot. So she definitely sees this person as her divine masculine, even. And with the Lovers in both parties, like, this could be an intense soulmate connection, and even what I'm getting, even with the mirroring of energies and the realization and confronting of issues and the working through them. I'm picking up, this is very typical of a twin flame connection. So this feminine definitely sees this masculine as a divine masculine, but she doesn't see him as being a divine masculine in his power. She's got a lot of conflict she's got a lot of conflict with trusting him. So that's a battle that she's going through at the moment. And also I'm picking up the energy of that 5 of Swords is because she has seen him and witnessed him be quite manipulative, and that's something that concerns her, and something that she's finding it very hard to push past or work through. It's like she's wondering if it's something that he can change, or if it's just it's easier for him to be like that. She's worried that this manipulative side or this manipulative energy in him is something that might not leave, and that creates a lot of mistrust and withdrawal from the feminine to the masculine. But definitely with the Sun card and the Two of Cups and the Emperor, she definitely does this divine connection. There's like them, and there is a hope that there is a lot of hope on the feminine's behalf. She's waiting for the Emperor to come full cycle. With a full cycle, we turn it around. It's the right way up. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we're going to do moving forward. So on a 3D level, where does Spirit see this connection going in the next couple of weeks moving forward? What's the overall energy moving forward? Ooh, we've got the Devil. Overall energy moving forward. Oh, the High Priestess. What is the last card? Three of Wands. Discernment. Discernment needs to be applied to the situation. The Devil, what I'm picking up for the Devil energy, and it could be temptations, addictions, giving into pleasure, unhealthy ties, what I'm actually getting with the Devil and then the High Priestess, the very conflicting energies. So the Devil is number 15 in the major arcana, so it's 10 and 5. So what I'm seeing with that, and then if you put that on top, that's duality, is balance. So what I'm getting is that there's a it needs to be an honesty, a truth, it's like I have to let go of ego. They have to let go of the ties to ego in regards to, the devil side of them. So, the things where they've been ruled by ego. So there needs to be an honesty about when they have given into temptations, when they've taken the easy path. So with that, I also get So the Devil card can represent addictions, unhealthy ties, yada yada yada. What it's saying is addiction stands out to me, and giving into temptation and desire and pleasures. So addiction is, there's physical addictions, but people go to those things and start abusing those things to the point it forms a physical dependency, all for the same reason. Like they turn to that to start with, because addiction is a it's a way to deal with unpleasant things. It's a way to avoid things that make us feel uncomfortable or things that hurt. It's anything that creates blockages in our life that's unbalanced and, you know, used. It's anything that's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. So it's like with, if you want to apply that to addictions, it's like, it's being honest, both parties being honest to each other and to themselves in regards to the reasons why they've responded in certain ways. It's the realization and understanding and honesty in regards to the unhealthy responses. It's a realization of that, of their internal conflict, of their internal battles, which is what I was saying before with what they're both going through. But there needs to be an honesty about that and an acceptance of it. It really needs to be something that's addressed on a 3D level now. There's a real call for honesty, but because this is where it's going, you know, moving forward, I'm guessing there's going to be something that's going to, is like the final test. There's going to be something that really, it's like something else is going to come up where there is going to be a definite decision to, you know, confront the real issue and deal with it on a healthy level by being honest and listening to your intuition and your inner self and your inner guidance, or, you know, take the other path and go back and fall into old habits. And with the Three of Wands, it's like, I'm getting like there's a real, with the energy I'm picking up is like, it's like fear. It's fear. And okay, what am I saying here? I'm gonna put these ones back down. So it's funny, this is kind of mirroring the current energy and moving forward. It's still very much the same. So the Two of Swords, the High Priestess, the Three Cups, the Three Wands. So it's like taking off the blindfold and stepping out of this energy of the Two of Swords into the High Priestess energy. So it's, you know, what both parties have been going through has, you know, put them into a more awakened state. They should have more of an understanding. They can see more truth now, but it's just confronting and dealing with the truth is still the problem. So, and with the Three of Wands, it's like I can even feel like waiting and hesitation and like it's like waiting for the other person to like it's like both parties know, like both parties are like kind of in a state like they kind of know that, you know, the masculine kind of feels that the feminine, it's like I'm getting this like anticipation of like, are they going to do the right thing by me? Or are they going to do the wrong thing by me? Even though they're not fully aware of the situation on a 3D level, energetically, I feel like they this feeling is like something that they both feel, but I don't think there's an even understanding of why they feel that way. But it's like they both know that there is this final test, and there's this hesitation, and there's this waiting to see what the outcome is. And that fear and that feeling, there's that feeling of, you know, of anticipation of, you know, are they going to make it back to me, or are they going to give in to desire? Because I feel like both parties feel that way, that they feel like both parties are feeling like, you know, the feminine feels like the masculine's like on the edge, and the masculine feels like the feminine's on the edge of, you know, taking the easier path. They both know this very strongly, intuitively, and on an energetic level. But on a 3D level, I think there's a bit of confusion in regards to why they've got the feelings that they do. Like it's a very I can't explain it if you understand what I'm saying, but there is a knowing, there is a waiting of like, it's like I'm gonna like just like want to hold breath, like yeah, it's like a fear. It's like, what are they gonna do? Are they going to give in to? Are they going to be the high priestess, or are they going to give in to the devil? Yeah, but it's like if they give in to that, if they let that energetic feeling of that fear and hesitation, if they let that overrule them, if they can't understand it, then it might be more of a temptation to go into the devil. So they're really asking to, use your intuition, really tune in, not to say anything, just to understand it for yourself and work through it yourself without the need to, pry for answers or agitate, or try and like, I'm getting like, bleed information out of them or anything. I'm getting this is a time for silence and just to go within and to trust. There's a big calling for trust, huge calling for trust. And that's the true final test. Yeah, that's hectic. That's so hectic. Alright, so I'm going to pull a few of these Doreen Virtue cards. So what does the masculine really want the feminine to know? Please, what does the masculine really want the feminine to know? What does the masculine really want the feminine to know? Whoa. Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, snuggle more closely with your loving creators. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall other relationships bloom and prosper. So, I'm picking up those with the heavy energies between both parties, and the things that they're going through and dealing with. I can't see these people being in. I'm feeling like there is a distance, not much communication. I still pick up there is some kind of communication on the 3D level, but it's very limited. I feel there is a bit of a separation at the moment, and it's needed. And the masculine's asking the feminine to. I feel it's asking. He's asking her to trust in his love. He's asking the feminine to believe that she is loved by him. Yeah, but I think he kind of realizes that, okay, the masculine, sorry, he's like, I know that you've been hurt in the past. I know relationships have not been easy for you, but I need you to understand that I am not those relationships. I need you to stop taking all your hurt from your past and inflicting it upon me, and being so quick to assume that I am like them. You're so quick to respond thinking I'm going to do what they've done in the past, because it's not an excuse, but your inability to see how much I cared and question me, it kind of pushed me away, and it made me easier to fall back into old ways. But I think it triggered something within me as well. But I need you to trust that I care about you. I need you to see this. And I think that means you need to start caring for yourself first. I need you to heal your hurt so you stop bringing your hurt into this situation. Because whether you realize it or not, even if you say you love me, I can feel the hesitation. I can see and I can pick up on your mistrust and your doubt. And it frustrates me and hurts me that you can't pick up. You pick up on so many things, but that you can't pick up on the fact that I care. It does hurt me. It does. And I just need you to make peace so you can make peace with us. Okay? And took 2 more cards. I think that was pretty much. No, that was definitely. I don't know. I feel like there's something else, but also go down to the message feminine. Does the feminine want to say the masculine? Ask us to help you in the situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. And the feminine wants to communicate. I think the feminine just wants the masculine to communicate more. I think what I'm getting come across is like, communicate with me, tell me things. Like, I can feel it anyway. I know. So why can't you just communicate these things with me? And instead of jumping to these conclusions in your head, and why can't you just talk to me about it and talk it through? And I can explain it to you, but you need to listen, and you need to let me know where you're at too. And you should be able to ask me questions, and I want to be able to ask you questions. I've been waiting for you to talk to me, and there's a lot I want to ask you. There's a lot I need answers to, and there's a lot you need answers to too. And if you're struggling, or if you're stuck, just ask me. You can ask me as a friend even. You know that I know anyway. Communication. Okay. And overall message from Spirit. Gas this connection, please. What is the overall? Action. Contemplation. Sorry, these cards like stick together hectically. And they're really big. Oops. One more over here. Whoa, 2 more, okay. Alright. So, shelter, ingenuity, and priority. Contemplation, shelter. Definitely, it's first action needs to be taken. There needs to be contemplation. Asking both sides to contemplate on contemplate on everything, contemplate on their relationships. Silence the hermit, like just to really think about things. And priority. So with the priority, even with the shelter, the two trees and they're like intertwining like that. It's like shelter is like security, it's safety. You find protection under shelter. Shelter's protection. Shelter, it's like a shield. Seek shelter from rain, seek shelter from the sun, like shelter provides a safe place. It's calling to, but make like, I don't know what ingenuity is there. I'm gonna the book for that one. But I'm getting like you need to, by making yourself the priority, you make the connection. Like if it's a twin flame connection, you are one soul. So to make your soul a priority, it's their soul too. It's really asking to contemplate and think about things and go deep within and make healing your soul and healing your heart a priority. And there'll be shelter and protection and security and safety found within that. The ingenuity there. Priority opens up, it's one there. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. The most important thing you can do today is love. Embrace yourself. Your presence here is no more or no less important than that of the moon or the stars. Foster love, peace, and acceptance from within and let it spill over into the hearts, minds, and earth around you. Identify the one thing that will make the biggest difference, be it to sit, stare, read, share, leave, write, and roll, invite, challenge, clear, clean, or connect. Do that one thing and do it well. I see what I need to do. One breath after another, I'll get it done. My head, heart, and hands are trained on the one thing that will make the biggest difference in this moment, this day, and this lifetime. Today, I want to celebrate a job well done. Yeah, it's just a priority to heal your heart. Ingenuity. I don't know what that is though. Non-violence is the weapon of the strong. Commit yourself to lofty ideals and rise even higher. Before you succumb to the familiar, haha. Wow. Okay, that makes so much sense. Ready? Before you succumb to the familiar, the trusted, and the same old patterns, look for a better way. Keep looking, keep tweaking, keep yearning. There is another way and you can find it. You are forever on the verge of an epiphany. Persist. A situation requires a novel solution. Compromised values make inventions a necessity. A temptation to take the easier road. Acknowledge a mistake or risk repeating it. A problem solved. What was I saying about this? The goes with the contemplation as well. Oh wow, that is awesome. I would never have even applied that card in the situation at all. Like there's the overall advice from spirit and the summary. Like it's just what I said. It's exactly what I said. I'm equipped to tackle any problem with intelligence, elegance, and poise. I use my resources in surprising, efficient, and effective ways. My most trusted tools are resilience, compassion, love, and peace. And that goes back to the shelter. because that went on about the love and the peace. But the strongest out of the three is love. My values are firm. My vision is true. There is genius in all I do. Oh, wow. That's a good way to end the reading. Contemplation. Seek not good from without, see it within yourselves, or you will never find it. Go within yourselves. Go within and find the champion. Go within and nurture the child. You nurture the child. That's your past hurts, and dealing with your responses and realizing where they come from. Go within and love the mystery and complexity you find there. There is a universe inside of you. Find its center, turn to its constant gentle light. Here, there are no boundaries between us. We are one in peace. Oh, we're one in peace. You're one soul. Walk away from a situation and think things over in your own time and space. Approach a person or project with slow and careful consideration. Give attentive responses and thoughtful feedback. There is a space outside of space and a time outside of time, right here within me. This is my home. Your soul's internal. It's infinite. This is definitely twin flames. Here I can sit and watch my thoughts drift by like lazy clouds on a lazier autumn day. There is so much to consider. When I understand love, I understand all. In fact, I feel like I need to read Action. I love this deck so much. It's so beautiful. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay. Peace is not passive. It is an innate longing and an active pursuit. Peace does not idly wait for better days. It walks shoulder to shoulder with justice. I didn't pull the justice card out of this reading, did I? No, I didn't. That's a surprise. Usually I do. It anticipates, nurtures, defends, heals, supports, caresses, and orders troubles away. Quest for peace, claim it and take it into the world. A dream will remain merely a dream unless you do something about it. Make something happen, take strong, decisive action for yourself or on behalf of someone else. I love this life, I care for it. Nurture it and prepare for it. I tend to my life as an attentive lover, anticipating its needs, shouldering its burdens, and championing its success. Beautiful life, I adore you. Action makes perfect my noble intentions. I act for peace, I act for life. It's to make an act. It's to act in peace and love for the betterment of this connection and the world. It's really about working through all your problems, making peace with all of it, healing it. And that's by taking action to acknowledge it. And go back to my reading that I posted earlier today. It's very much the same. Very much the same message. I hope that helps, makes sense. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I just confirmation from anyone that these are making sense would be, encouraging. Otherwise I just feel like a crazy person. Thank you.